you guys, welcome to a new series that I may or may not continue with. Just testing it out and seeing where it's going, but it's the I'm So Super Single spread. And this is intended for those of you that have absolutely no one in your life. Maybe you've been single for 6 months or more, so this is not really for someone who you're kind of messing with someone, you're dating this person here and there. I know some of y'all still finna watch this, but I'm trying to channel the energies for people who absolutely have no one, So let me go ahead and start here. It's going to be an 8-card spread. And I'm just kind of checking my notes because it is new. So I'm trying to figure out exactly or remember how I'm going to do this. So we're going to start out with the central issue as why you're currently single. So give me just a few minutes, guys. And this is probably going to require me to shuffle on camera. That's not my style. I think I try to save time, but some of you are happy about it. You're like, I like seeing you shuffle on camera, but what else? I'm a rebel. I do stuff different. So, all right, so let me focus. Why are the viewers currently single? All right, so I'm going to pull a card from the top and one from the bottom. And I'll go ahead and name them in a bit. Who's coming in is the next energy that I want to pick up on. All right, and the next question will be a time frame. How soon before this person enters your life? All right, and then we'll do a what can you do in regards to, well, in the meantime, basically, or what personal advice is there? Okay, so let's go ahead and name off the cards. So for the central issue, we have the King of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Then for who's coming in, we have the Eight of Swords and the Devil. Uh-oh. For when this person is coming in, we have Six of Cups and the Four of Wands. And what needs to be done in the meantime, we have the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. All right, so As far as the central issue here is about communication, I feel like there have been opportunities being presented for someone to enter your life, or if you are the pursuer, you know, there has been opportunities to communicate, but there is a possibility that maybe that just hasn't been taken, that action hasn't been taken. So I feel like the central issue overall is about, you know, taking a chance, going after your passions here, taking some sort of risk. Yeah, I feel like too, someone maybe has been overthinking a lot, because I feel like there is an attraction. Now, some of you, you might be like, well, I don't have anyone, you know, I don't know who this could be. I still feel like this is something that is happening in the spiritual realm. You know, there could be some sort of preparation. I do like how the Ace of Wands is showing, because this makes me feel like this is getting ready to actually happen soon. We're still going to go through, you know, all that here, but it still makes me feel like this is saying that there's an opportunity coming. Make sure that you recognize it. Also, as past issues, there could have been times where you were presented with an offer, but you didn't take it, because I feel like there was opportunities presented to you in the past. And maybe you turned these offers down, but I do feel like there is a new offering coming in. Now, who this person is coming in. Okay, so we have the Shadow and the Eight of Swords. And it looks as if, you know, this is someone who's going to be very possessive, someone who's very controlling. And also, those of you watching, I know I have so many viewers that have been so diligent in taking care of yourselves, going through spiritual awakenings, just doing things that will draw in the best possible person for you. But it's showing that, and I feel like this is also kind of answering another question, but basically the person coming in, I feel like it's a karmic contract. It's going to be a reflection of your shadow side. This is showing the missing areas of work that you still need to do with yourself. I also feel like this may be someone who, I know y'all like, I don't like this. Please, I promise it's probably not going to be as bad and dramatic as the cards are making it to be. But they may have some sort of, I feel like, a mental disorder. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm just laughing because it just seems so like, oh my God, are you serious? Y'all better nurture this little psychopath, okay? No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, this person might be someone who suffers from depression, paranoia, some sort of extreme insecurity, especially because, you know, there could have been something that happened in their childhood that make, you know, that they're latching onto, they're still holding on to, it still has control or possession of their mentality. I also feel like, as far as the mentality goes, this is also someone who may be very materialistic. Who knows, maybe they're being aligned with you to help get things into balance, because the shadow also to me is about being out of balance. Maybe this is someone who has not yet awakened, or someone who they just need to evolve some type of way, because they're stuck. Their mentality is stuck in a dark place. They might be blinded to spirituality. blinded by the light. This person also may be cursed. Not cursed, but I hate using that word. I don't really subscribe to that because I feel like you can break a curse by recognizing that something has been done to you. But this could be saying that this person has been under someone's spell, under some sort of, what do you call it? Binding spell. And maybe you are the person that can free them from this. Maybe this person is here to help you recognize that, you've got some suppressed demons that need to be addressed, So there are a lot of things going on with this person that I feel is coming into your life. I also feel like, okay, so for the juicy part, I feel like the sex is going to be off the chain because I feel like the connection is going to be very intense. I feel like they're going to be very seductive. Like the two of you, when you get around each other, the eyes, when you look into each other's eyes, is going to be very hypnotic. I feel too like something about this person is going to be very tempting. Coming off as, yes, it's like they're coming off as temptation. Like you feel like one of those connections where you're like, I need to stay away from me, stay away from me, stay away from me. But at the same time, you're like, magnet, like a magnet being drawn to this person. Like, why can't I shake myself? My thoughts are consumed with this person. And I really feel like that part is really to get your attention or for you to know or have some sort of characteristics or, a clue of, when you come back to this reading, you'll say, oh, well, they did say I probably would not want to come near this person, or they would be like temptation. I also feel like this person could be a Capricorn. They could be a Gemini. They also could be any air sign. They could be any sign, but that is kind of what really was standing out here as far as characteristics. And then also what I was getting ready to say about someone who is materialistic. It could be someone who is just like so into name brands, so into what society thinks. So they like this person needs to let go. They are possibly portraying an identity for show. This person has trouble being their real selves. They think they have to conform to what people think they should be. So they are allowing the ideas of other people to affect their real personality or affect them from shining. So someone is really under heavy suppression of other people's opinions and thoughts, and they're kind of stuck in that frame of mind. They're in denial about who they are. They're in denial about a lot of things here. This person, I'm definitely also seeing some sort of sickness. Now, also somebody as a physical handicap, someone could have like a physical handicap or some sort of illness. Like, and I'm just saying some things, just to give you guys an example. This is not what it has to be, but maybe someone has diabetes. Maybe someone has just recently had a surgery. Maybe they'll reveal that to you. Like, yeah, I just had my appendix taken out, or yeah, I just had a surgery for this. Maybe they're on some sort of medication. Maybe they're excessively overweight. Maybe they are an alcoholic or have suffer from some sort of drug abuse. But any of the things that I've named, I feel like I have like given you like a lot of possibilities as far as, like characteristics. Also, the shadow card could be someone who is too consumed with their work. They're overly consumed with their work. Like all they do is think about work. It's just like, hey, snap out of it. There's a life out here. Let's go Let's go enjoy some things. Let's take a trip. Let's travel. Let's expand your mind to spirituality. That's another thing. This also could be someone who is extremely religious because they're locked into a way of thinking, you know. And no offense to those of you that are, you know, religious, but this is someone who needs to expand their mind. They need to look at spirituality. They need to look at other people's religions to see how they live and operate. You know, I feel like this is just someone who is stuck in a box, basically. Physical characteristics, I'm kind of getting someone who is dark in color. Now, those of you that are, you know, of white, I was going to say of white descent. That's not what I meant. But European descent or Caucasian. I'm trying so hard to be PC. But you could get involved with someone who is of a different race. Someone who has a little melanin in their skin. Those of you that are already melanated, it could be just a confirmation that this person is also going to be melanated, or they might like literally be a shade darker than you. What else am I picking up? I feel like there's something about their eyes that's going to be very mysterious. Their personality may be very mysterious. They might come off as very secretive, very seductive. There's something about them, regardless, that you're going to be, that's going to be irresistible. You're going to be so attracted to this person. Now, when this person is coming in, I feel like, first of all, it's going to be a familiar, and for some of you, this is somebody that you know. Not an ex. I know everybody's like, I don't want an ex. This is someone that you are already familiar with. Maybe you went to school with this person. Maybe you used to live in the same neighborhood with this person. Maybe you grew up with this person. Maybe it's a friend of a friend of a friend. It just feels like you know this person regardless. I feel like it's happening. The time frame is somewhere within maybe 4 weeks. It could be, I'm going to give different scenarios here. I'm seeing 4 weeks. I'm seeing something in regards to on the 4th, or something with 4 in it. So even if that is 14, 24, something with 4 in it. For some of you, this can be as soon as 4 days, honestly. I also see this as when the next planet goes retrograde, because I'm just kind of looking at the 6 of Cups makes me feel like something, you know, something is returning, or, you know, so retrograde, the past. So it could be, I think Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde pretty soon, and I think within 4 weeks, I think. I also feel that this is a possibility that this could be in a springtime. So like the first week of spring. When is spring? March 23rd? Somewhere around that time frame. So somewhere in March. Also, for some of you, if it's not March, again, talking in 4s, April is the 4th month of the year. And also for some of you, it can go as far out as Cancer, because that is the 4th zodiac sign. So there are many possibilities of a time frame. Now also a clue that I'm getting here is something in regards to a celebration. I definitely know that spring equinox is like a pagan, I guess that's like a pagan holiday. Low key, they don't talk about that, which is especially why, you know, Easter has something to do with it. if it could also represent someone's, as soon as someone's birthday. So it's still Aquarius season technically, but you know, for those of you where this is happening really soon, it can be somewhere around Aquarius season or the next birthday, or even if you're invited to someone's birthday. I also see this as, for some of you, like additional information, someone may be coming to your home. Someone may be coming to visit you, because this almost looks like a visitor coming into your home, and you're kind of welcoming this person into your home and making them feel comfortable. I also feel like the Four of Wands as a time frame is talking about once you let go or move on from a situation. So it could be, let's say for instance, maybe you forgot about this reading. One day you just kind of like quit your job. And you're like, oh my God, I guess I finished up my phase there. I moved on from that phase of my life. So now it's time for me to find something new. So it could be when you leave a new job, when you start a new job, when you move into a new home. Like if you're in the middle of getting ready to move into a home, you're getting ready to make some sort of fresh start somewhere. That could be a clue. I also see some sort of festival, some sort of outdoor festival. If you're planning on going to some sort of festival where there are rides and, you know, there are different things going on, even if it's like a movie theater, because I'm seeing people out kind of just doing things and socializing and enjoying themselves and dealing with things that have to do with creativity and excitement. I feel that you could run into someone from your past or make some sort of connection with someone at a gathering here. Now, as far as advice on, I'm just making sure that's what I said. Okay, yeah, personal advice on what needs to be done in the meantime. Stop beating yourself up. You've been blaming yourself for something. You've been stuck in the past about past situations. You've been doubting yourself. You've really been beating yourself up about something. You've been taking some sort of mental abuse, but I feel like it's self-inflicted. So I'm getting like self-inflicted pain. Some of you have been purposely doing things to keep yourself sad, or you keep saying, I remember when this was like that. I remember when I used to be skinny. I remember when I had a lot of money. I remember when I used to live here. I remember, you're like, I feel like you're looking back at the past, and your past has been holding you back, all these scars, everything you've been through. This is like a collection of scars that you've been through, and you just keep focusing on that. There's a need for you to take a look in the mirror and confront yourself and tell yourself to, you know, get it together. Stop having a hissy fit. Stop whining about things that, you know, have bothered you emotionally. For some of you, you've still been in mourning. Maybe someone passed away, whether it was a loved one or somebody, and you've just like been hanging on to that. Someone wants you to, you know, your people that crossed over don't want you mourning over them. And two, from what I have learned, you know, you can hold that energy back. The people who have crossed over, like you're preventing them from, you know, heading on to their next phase in their spiritual life. Because just because we cross over here doesn't mean that you don't have work to do in the spiritual realm. There are other things for us to do. So I feel like they feel so bad for you. They're sticking around. Your energy is holding their energy up. So let that person go. If this is about someone who has crossed over, let them go. You know, just evolve past that. Again, just kind of dealing with your own self-inflicted wounds. Stop reopening scab wounds. You know, I feel like some of you are really doing things this is strictly done to yourself. Emotionally, you've been screwing with yourself. Stop listening to sad music. Stop looking at sad stories. If love stories make you sad, either you need to stop looking at them, start looking at some other stuff, or learn to be happy for other people when you see them in relationships, even if it is just a movie. But I feel like you are holding yourself back. There's a lot of emotions going on here. I also feel like some of you are still weeping over a pet, like your pet passed away and you're still crying over it. Some of you too are feeling guilty for wanting to move on from a situation, or you feel like just because you find yourself happy, like you're guilty for feeling happy about something, or you feel like if you do become happy, something bad is going to happen. Like you need to learn how to enjoy when good things are happening to you, to just live in the moment. Just embrace it. Don't say, oh, I wonder when this is going to end. You know, stop doing that. You know, I myself, you know, had a problem doing that, you know, thinking something was too good to be true and saying, oh, my birth chart said that I'm not supposed to have this, so this is probably going to end, you know, stuff like that. Those of you that study astrology, if you've been spooked out about something that you saw in your birth chart or something that an astrologer told you, there's a need for you to overcome those subconscious fears that was implanted into your mind. You know, even if you do have some things in your birth chart that are negative, kind of just pray for a miracle. Just expect a miracle. Say, well, I know I have this in my chart and I'm not promised, you know, marriage, or I'm not promised, you know, I'm promised these type of people or these type of relationships. Just say, you know, I expect a miracle. You know, the universe will prevail over this and change things up for me. You know, so there's some way that you need to just kind of change your perspective and look at things differently. Also, if some of you know that you need to relocate or move, but you've been, you know, too sentimental about letting go of where you used to live, there's a need for you to just let the past go. If something is telling you to move to a different location to find happiness, then more than likely that's something that you need to do. But maybe you're not listening to your intuition about that. So yeah, I actually see like a lot of things happening here, but hopefully that will give some clarity for you to start with. So I hope you guys like this. Let me know in the comments, you know, how this was for you. And then, you know, also if you want to book your own personal or private reading, email TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information's in the description box below. And then also make sure you're subscribed so that you can see when I'm posting notifications for opening up my phone lines. But yeah, I hope this has helped. Thank you all for watching and many blessings to you. I just had to restart this so you guys could see where I stopped my timer at. Look, 666. That really is just about that energy though, that 666 energy. Too materialistic. Someone has been controlled by the Matrix, basically. I'm just trying to sum it up. I already said all of that, but I had to put that in the video. All right, you guys, I'm going.